On this next episode of OutLook TV, Vancouver Island's pride on Mount Washington.
QueerProv's Gala fundraiser.
The Vancouver Coronation, and much, much more.
Hello and welcome to OutLook TV. I'm Rebecca Wyman.
And I'm Robert Mackay, and you're watching the Queer Magazine news show that brings you the stories that matter the most from coast
to coast. Speaking of coasts, we're going to start it out on Vancouver Island.
Ah, yes, Pride happens at all levels of altitudes, and it was up on Mount Washington where Pride was happening, where Kelly has the story.
Hi, I'm here at beautiful Mount Washington for the second annual Vancouver Island Pride Weekend. Now, there's a host of activities today, including a Pride barbecue, an all ages and abilities race, and some evening entertainment hosted by the unstoppable Connie Smudge, and I'm excited to be joining her on the stage as well. So let's go check out the activities.
Oh my God, it's for OutLook TV, my darlings. It's the unstoppable Connie Smudge right here at Mount Washington, VIP, that stands for Vancouver Island Pride 2020. We're at the top, look where we are. My goodness, I cannot believe all the talent and the stardom and the sparkle and the sun and the glory. Everyone say Happy Pride! Happy Pride! Oh my gosh, I love you all. Let's go down.
So tonight we're so excited. We have the Vancouver Island Pride talent show, and there's a little bird that's whispered in my ear that a persiflage may be making the trek up the hill or up to Mount Washington to make a fashionable appearance. We're so excited. I've heard Vancouver Island has amazing talent, and we can hardly wait to see who comes out on the big stage. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Happy Pride!
Excited amount of people that are up here enjoying and just being them. It's wonderful. I think it's a great opportunity to grow this festival here in the valley, and we've got a beautiful place to do it in.
I'm here with one of my best friends, Outden, and we're gonna go snowshoeing this afternoon, and then we're going to the drag bingo tonight, and we're hoping to get into the hot tub if it's not too full.
We're working with Community Connections, which is part of the Waiichi Friendship Center, and it's a brand new LGBTQ youth group that started here in the Comox Valley, and we're raising a lot of money for them.
We are a group for LGBTQ2S+ youth in the Comox Valley, ages 15 to 30, and we meet once a month as a group where we invite the entire community to come, so all ages come the last Tuesday of every month, and then every other Tuesday in the month is just for the youth, where we get together and we collaborate about stuff going on in the community and everything queer.
I go often to the open houses that they hold. They're open for the whole community. I come down all the way from Campbell River just to hang out with all my queer peers and have a good time.
Well, actually, later tonight when we show up for the drag bingo, I'm going to be going in full drag king getup for the first time in public for a while.
Love is love, and be proud, be whoever you are, and just be you.
Happy Pride, everybody!
It has been an amazing weekend up here at Mount Washington at the second annual Vancouver Island Pride. We look forward to next year. This has been Kelly Lake with OutLook TV.
Let's head over to Montreal and check out a little bit of the music scene.
We saw singer-performer Randay perform, and Ollie has the story.
Pop singer Randay is about to take the stage tonight at Ferté Montréal for the show Excellence. He's about to perform his new singles, Otherwise and Skin. He agreed to talk to us just before going on stage here in Montreal.
Excellence is a show for colored artists, whether you're queer, you're trans, you're gay, you're lesbian, whatever you are. It's just like celebrating colored artists. We live in a crazy world right now, but there's a lot of hard times with, like, you know, people getting judged for being yourself or just by being in your own skin. So I think this show kind of shows that it's okay that you can be whatever you want to do and just be yourself and embrace your ethnicity. When I was younger, I used to perform in church choirs and school choirs. I lost my voice when I was 16, became a model for 2 years, but my heart always belonged to music. So I would always do like songwriting and just like practice on my vocals. Now it's all about the vocal part, where singing was just, I just love to sing and express myself, write lyrics, and just like, it's honestly my dream.
Talking about Otherwise, can you tell us more about the song?
It's an anthem for single people, I would say. It's just like when you're single and you're dating people, or not the right kind of people, and you know, you give so much of yourself to them, but they don't really want to get to know you for who you really are. So this song it's kind of like an anthem of rejection, but not a rejection where you have to feel bad about yourself. It's more of a rejection like, you know what? I'm allowed to be myself. I'll give what I have to offer. I know what I'm looking for. So instead of wasting my time with people that don't want it, take that energy and that time and give it back to yourself. Because it's so easy for us to forget who we are, but like, it's important not to forget who we are. I don't want you slipping away. Come a little closer. I don't want you going away. So Skin, honestly, that was a really fun video to shoot. My director was just kind of like telling me, we're gonna try this with you, we're gonna try that with you, and we're gonna kind of bring you out of your comfort zone. So I was very like going with them. I was really like open to these ideas, and since that video, a lot of the feedback, I had a lot of fans tell me that this is your best video. Every single thing we do, never seems to go through.
Make sure to go to Spotify to stream Randay's music. For OutLook TV, this is Ollie in Montreal.
We're going to have to take a little break now.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's right on time for Rebecca's nap.
I am very tired.
My name is Josh Reimer, and you're watching OutLook TV.
I'm Jamie Crest, and you're watching OutLook TV.
OutLook TV would like to thank the following sponsors.
Welcome back. You're watching OutLook TV.
Up next, we have the first annual QueerProv Gag Ball, and you might see a familiar face, just saying.
Oh, it's all about you again, is
it?
Of
course it is. This was the first time ever the QueerProv raised some funds for themselves, and it was a hoot. They had all sorts of performances, from improv to dance to singing to drag, you name it, they showed it off.
Hello, people of the gay variety. OutLook TV is here in the house tonight at the Junction to check out QueerProv's fundraiser event, the Gag Ball. So, swallow quickly, it's gonna be a mouthful. This is QueerProv's large annual fundraiser. We've never done this before. QueerProv is an improv troupe here in the city of Vancouver, where we highlight queer improvisers. So we are professional improvisers from around the city, but we gather the queer ones under all the letters and numbers, and we perform for our community and for allies as well. So tonight we're doing a fundraiser so that maybe we can tour or have t-shirts or, I don't know, have a cool photo shoot, because usually we do this just by donation. And so tonight people are donating so that we can fill our buckets and help communities around the country, not just ours. How does QueerProv differ from the next improv comedy troupe?
Well, everybody in QueerProv is queer, and they are telling queer stories. So while other improv is great, sometimes it's nice to see our own stories being told up on stage as well. There's a lot of negativity around, and times are a bit complicated. So laughing really helps lighten the mood and bring people together, especially events like this and being here every week. It's a safe, fun, positive space for especially the queer community to come together and just have a good time.
It is important to laugh and let go, because things around us sometimes seem so gloomy, so dark, and we have things happening south of us which we do not like. So it's time to get together and laugh. And in laughter there's numbers too, because if you laugh and other people start laughing with you. So it is important for us to laugh together and laugh our worries away and just be able to share that. So I think it is very important that we should all get together and experience this.
Art does change the world. And so to be able to have a human who's maybe closeted or doesn't have a family connection or whose country is oppressing them, for them to be able to come out here, feel included, that makes them believe that they can make a change. And then each little person does a little change, and then the whole world ripples from that effect. And that's what we do. And if at the end of the day, if we just make somebody laugh, then that's our goal was achieved.
What a gargle of a good time. I'm Emily-Ann Fraser. You're watching OutLook TV Vancouver.
Rebecca?
Robert?
Pinky swear at me. That you'll hold with me this entire story, because it's gonna be great.
I can do that.
Well, it is the holiday seasons, and artists from around the world are gathering here in Vancouver for the annual Circle Craft. Today, we are meeting with two-spirit designer Andreanne from Winnipeg, who came here to show us some of her clothing.
Here at Circle Craft in Vancouver, showcasing our new fall collection. We came in from Winnipeg, so here this is a perfect opportunity. I call it the Canadian Mall, and you see so many beautiful artisans, and we are here to showcase our beautiful collection, our new fall, our bamboo clothing. So I am Anishinaabe French, Métis from Manitoba, and I started I was a contemporary dancer at first, and I started doing clothes, and I noticed that I really want to create more design and clothing for the female body. So I went into fashion and starting a line. It was very inspired, the yoga at first, but then I started creating jackets and comfortable jacket like this one that moves. And I find my whole background of dance really allowed me to understand the body and the movement and the fit that we require day-to-day life. And because I'm Anishinaabe French, I also incorporate in my design my heritage. We inspire pride in terms of everybody and anybody that want to be who they are. So for me, that's why I want to be as open as possible and to empower women to be who they want. They want to be who they are. I think that's the gist of our company. We say inspire pride, but of everything. We incorporate different designs, and everything is natural based. So we have linen, silk, like you said, hemp, organic cotton, we blend. And the really best part is that we actually knit 90% of our fabric outside of Ontario, so it's Canadian-made natural bamboo. We have a sign in the booth that we say, feel the difference, because you can really feel something that's quality made, Canadian-made too, versus something outsourced.
So would you have any words of wisdom for younger two-spirit people trying to make it in the fashion world?
You know, I always say be true to who you are. And I think that goes a long way. Look within yourself and be true to who you are. There's no labels, and we are all one. And I think we have to celebrate each other and just to be proud of yourself, and then we'll see that.
From the Convention Center in Vancouver, this is Ollie for OutLook TV.
Let's head on out to Surrey for a Hoe Down.
Oh, there's nothing I like more than some sachet down the middle, some do-si-do, and a little box step.
Ooh, add in some royalty and I'm there.
Ooh.
We're at Emperor Dennis's Country Hoe Down, a fundraiser for the Palma Scholarship Fund. Hoes performing for a good cause, I can get down with that.
Have my radio on, drive all day long, sit back in my brand new Hummer.
Tonight is the Scholarship Fund, which is it's very important because this is where it's a first-hand look at how we give back to the community. We have various people in the community, they'll fill out applications for the scholarship, and it's to further their education, whatever direction they want to go in. We do one for an adult, and we do one for more of a youth. Something a little bit different this year, which is really great. We have Patrick Massey, who is a recording country star here in the community of Vancouver. We also have various people from the Court of Surrey. We have our reigning Emperor Martin and Mariah. They're going to be there. You know, we're going to have everybody from like past emperor and empresses right up to just people that are involved in the court.
Because I really believe in the cause. And the cause that we're doing here is we're trying to send 2 people to school. We're going to be sending 1 youth and 1 adult to school, and being able to further someone's education is so special and so important to me, because if any time that we can help benefit someone and help someone grow, I'm there. So far we've raised over $10,000 over the years.
I'm alright, shake my body. I start moving down my hair.
The one thing that defines me from every other queen that I've been able to meet to this day is that I'm a heterosexual queen, and I hope to be able to be that queen that bridges the gap between the straight community, LGBTQ community, and I hope to be able to be the voice between the two, and to show everyone that it doesn't matter if you're gay or straight, or what color your skin or your size of your body. You just need to wake up in the morning feeling beautiful, and you need to work yourself throughout the entire day so that you go to bed feeling more beautiful.
Involved a few years back when Amanda Love was doing the shows for ITMA, and then I was Entertainer of the Year for Surrey a couple, was it 3 or 4 years ago. I'm a trans guy now, so I wouldn't consider myself a drag king anymore, more as just a performer. I just come to do the charity events.
Don't know where we're going, but it's time. Let's go. I got 20 in my pocket, full tank of gas. Even if I'm not looking back, let's ride.
And this is Sister Fancy Pants, Miss Gay Vancouver for OutLook TV.
It's time for us to take another break now.
Rebecca, is this plaid butch enough?
Well, it would be if it was on me.
True. I wish I was Rebecca.
I'm MBrex48, all my bitches, and you're watching OutLook TV.
OutLook TV would like to thank the following sponsors.
Welcome back. You're watching OutLook TV.
You know, Rebecca, there's nothing I like more than a little fun wordplay.
Ooh, like what?
Like Mully Sculder.
Good one.
Right? Singer-songwriters put on a little show for us. Let's see what it's all about.
What's up, Canada? Thank you for watching OutLook TV. My name is Lee Rowan, and today we are here in Soundhouse Studios for a very special exclusive interview with Mully Sculder.
Mully Sculder is a songwriting duo, so we write together always. That's really important to us. And Aaron's very, very creative and imaginative, and we just talk about what's going on in our lives, and we try and just mix it all up, come up with a whole bunch of ideas, and then just kind of organize them how we feel, and bang, write a song in 2 hours. Shooting the Like Animals video was definitely a dream come true. Aaron had the idea to shoot that video for years in the Rogers Sugar refinery.
Always wanted to go. Yeah, luckily we had a great contact, Mike Johnston, UBC alumni, also his partner, Andy Alvarez. They got us into Rogers Sugar. They put together a budget. They did a great job making that video happen for us.
Rub me the wrong way.
A big part of wanting to do this project was I did want to challenge some old school ways of doing things and freak people out.
My gender was always on the spectrum, and I've been queer for many years. I've been queer for many years. I've been out for many years, and that piece has always been something I've been comfortable with. But in the last few years, I have to be honest and say that that gender piece was something that I really had to think through a lot for myself, and I actually always felt like I was on the spectrum of gender, but now there's vernacular that describes that in a way that makes me feel empowered and good about myself, and that didn't exist in our culture in that positive way until, in my experience, until a couple of years ago. I would say to young people in the queer community, Mully Sculder is a project to me that allows me to be myself, and that's what we are trying to create at our shows.
And from OutLook TV with Mully and Sculder, my name is Leroy Wan.
It's coronation time again in Vancouver.
Ooh, all the royalty is in attendance for this annual event. Are you ready for the crowning?
I am. Bring it on.
It's like giving birth.
Davie Street is all glitter tonight for the fabulous Coronation Ball as the Dogwood Monarchist Society honors their current reigning monarchs and crowns the monarchs for the 49th reign. Come with us inside and find out what it's all about.
Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
The coronation got canceled at their previous venue, and Corey, the president of the Dogwood Monarchy Society, reached out to me, and we managed to get it all worked out.
I think what I'm most proud of is here in Vancouver in the West End, almost all of the drag show hosts that have shows here and on Davie Street weekly and monthly, they all contributed by passing baskets at their shows. And so I was able kind of to unite the tribes almost, and we've raised the most money that anyone's ever raised.
I was Emperor 46 and we're crowning 49 tonight. Yeah, it was great. It was definitely one of the most kind of eye-opening years in my life. I think it completely changed me as a person. I tell everyone who is stepping up that it will change you if you let it, in a good way, right? So, I mean, I'm still here, right? And that's how it goes.
You ascended as Empress. What year was that, and where was it all taking place?
It was 1990. It was a fabulous year in Vancouver. It was the year of the gay games. Timing was everything. We represented the world that year. It was awesome.
I was very, very good friends for the last 2 years of Ted North's life. So no matter what I do, I will come to this ball and I will walk for him every year in his memory because he did so many amazing things for Canada.
I'm doing a 20-year anniversary presentation with some dancers, and since my ball was titled Showgirl, we're doing a little ode to a Vegas-style showgirl act. And it's going to be really, really fun and really, really adventurous.
Title of Empress means to me this sort of ideology that it's time in my drag career to sort of act a little bit more retrospectively. It's kind of time to you know, take the focus off of the hair and the makeup and stuff that's more about me and start giving back. So I'm just very excited and honored that I even get to apply and be considered for a title like this.
The first charity that I want to support is the Dr. Peters Aid Foundation. There are a couple more, but of course it's between me and whoever is elected alongside me, so.
Hold the traditions and charitable work established by your fellow empresses and empresses standing before you. Hooray! Hooray!
That's all the time we have for this episode of Outlook TV, but we'll be back before you know it.
Okay, fine. But before you disconnect from us digitally, make sure to join us on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or Grindr, anything that's still online that hasn't been taken down.
Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Rebecca Wyman.
And I'm Robert Mackay.
Stay fabulous, Canada.